Oh, okay. So basically, the only explanation that I have for everything that is happening to me is autism. Is because I've looked so much. I was like, who do I relate to in the world? And the reason that I come down to autistic because I have so many like boxes that match the autistic character. And I know everyone in the spectrum is different, but I feel like there's some kind of commonalities, even though that we are all different. There are so many similarities. Not so many, but there's one. Everybody on the spectrum is a little bit different, and they always like, and their autism is unique and different. Mine is language. That's how it shows up, through language, and you know, and how I would like what I do to STEAM and things like that. So how I manage it, how I manage what has happened to me all these years is accepting this thing that is inside of me. Sorry for calling a thing. This reversion, is it reversion? Yeah, this reversion that's happening to me where I become primal, and I only find that in like autistic communities and things like that. And obviously the characteristics and the way that, you know, I struggle with, you know, socializing and communication and things like that, and the fact that I need to steam all the time, and I need to like, you know, the burnouts that I get and the things that I do. Why do I do things the way that I do them? It's like I'm not human. I don't feel like I'm human. It's like I'm some kind of alien that is in this body. Because it's not normal. Like, it's not normal to be from Africa and and be sounding like me and never have spent time in England or France or Italian and sound like me and have a brain like I have. There has to be some kind of explanation, you know, and maybe the reason, but I've given it that, you know, because I want to say that because like the things that happen to me when the doors are closed or behind closed doors are very artistic in nature. And so if I had to like be married or something in the future, God is willing, and I had someone, God is willing, you know, they would have to see that character come out. Do you know what I mean? And that character is very artistic in nature. So like it's very much on a spectrum. I'm very good at being human and very good at being masking, you know, like, and I've mastered how to speak like you know, people that are typically the way society typically speaks, you know, neurotypical people. I'm very mastered that because I study it all the time. It is in my head every single time. I'm trying to study how do I sound and talk like these people, and how do I move and sound and talk like these people, and how do I show up in communities where these people are and survive those communities. Every day I wake up, that is my goal. And obviously that, but also like how do I accept who I am, because who I am comes out in the middle of the night. It comes out, you know, maybe when I'm in meetings with people at work, I'm not going to fully be Italiano. I'm not going to bring out that Italiano sense, but in small sessions where I'm comfortable, I bring that out. You know, when I'm in like, you know, talking to someone that has accepted me, like those things will come out at work. I allow myself to like go every once in a while. So with Italiano, like in French, like in certain situations, is it allowed, like in like high meetings, if I'm speaking to my manager or I'm speaking to like someone who is like a business mate, a lot of the times they just kind of shun. They're like, what? And it's like it's not very accepting for me to have this Italian accent and this French accent, you know, and speak like a child, you know, in front of like business type people, or like people that are or in authority side settings, because they just be looking at me like I'm crazy. So I have to like kind of assert this, you know, persona that I've really studied, you know, of how people move in the world, how people socialize in the world, and what kind of tone they use in every single day in every single life. It's helping me survive because I've gotten good at it. It's just that the reason why I'm also comfortable in it is because like I'm no longer trying to be American. I'm just tapping into how my essence, you know, how my English accent, because English is very, very much, you know, a door opening, you know, within the business world, or within, you know, in America here, because I live in an English speaking world, and speaking good English is like a thing like everywhere I go. And so like you have to like be speaking as good as you can, and no matter how people are telling you that you need to be like just speak, which I know, I get it, like just speak the best that you can. And that's what I tell my Italian self and my French self, that speak the best that you can, there's nothing you can do about it. The only thing about me is that I do at least have, you know, English within the inside, which is not perfect English either, because it's very common English. So I work on that as much as possible. I make sure that I articulate my words as much as possible. I still lose touch with speaking in front of people because I'm constantly processing in Italian, so I always like have a hard time to speak on one-on-one. I can speak here because I'm speaking from the heart, you know, like it's so easy. So you'll think that, oh my god, when I speak with this girl, it's just gonna be this fantastic way of speaking. But when you come to talk to me, I'm like, oh, what is it, what do you say, also, oh yes, no, yes, please, okay. It's awkward as fuck. And so like so yeah, and I'm trying to like take in all of your little neurons and whatever's happening around you, and trying to understand the energy around you while I'm speaking at the same time, and then trying to translate it in my languages, and then, you know, and then trying to finally say what I really need to say. And time has already passed by and everyone is gone, and I didn't even get the time to like express myself because I'm still like processing every little detail. Socializing sucks, but I love it. Do you know what I mean? Like I just need a chance. Like I just need to find a group of people that I can socialize with that just give me the chance, you know, and just like me for me. And so it is one of the hardest things. I always get shunned. Every time I try, everyone's like, oh, when I try to speak, like, oh, they're just gonna push me where they don't like what is coming out, and I don't know why they don't like it, because I think it's beautiful. I can't, because it's very artistic. It has a feeling. This artistic feeling is just weird. It's like it feels like an infant, like it's very primal. And I think people don't like that, and they can sense it and feel it. They're like, oh, like when they come close to So is this autism? That's the only thing I can tell. It is autism. I haven't gotten diagnosed. I only did autistic what is it, Raads, the Raads test, and it came out highly autistic. I think it was 180 something or something, I don't remember. So yeah, so that's the only one I took, and that's the only thing I cannot medically say that that I'm autistic, but I can say personally that I am on the spectrum, but I don't, just so people can put an explanation as to what's happening to me. I can either say I'm a spiritual being and I'm a unique spiritual being, but people, you know, just really don't, and I can just go with that and just, you know, be like, oh, I'm a unique spiritual being. But in order for me to understand what is happening to me and why this, and the reason why I've calmed down is because I'm following autistic ways of coping. If I feel too sad and I feel like I'm off completely, I go watch autistic people, and I'm like that. There's a connection between me and that group of people, and that's how I I come, I'm like, okay, so I can do this like this in order to feel better, because I'm learning from those people who are diagnosed, who know it, and who have grown, you know, being, you know, super autistic, or like on highly on the spectrum, and they really know, they've grown up learning how to be and how to behave in these matters, or they're not masking anymore, and you know, they're allowing that thing to come out. And when that thing comes out, you know, it's a scary feeling. It's just because it's so, it's like it's like an alien with worms and with gooey stuff. I mean, that's very I can feel it now, and I'm just like, oh my god. Ugh. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It is my beauty, and it's my sweet girl in there, and I accept her. Do you know what I mean? And I'm accepting who I am. I'm accepting that I love watching social stuff, and I love practicing my English. I love, definitely, like being in the world and socializing. I'm a Libra, so like socializing is so crucial and so important. It's just I'm an Aquarius moon, so like I'm also like shunned. I love socializing. I want to go out and socialize, but I'm also shunned by the world. So I'm like the underdog, and you know, I'm the, what's the Aquarius? The one that the odd one out in the group, basically, deep down. So it's a double-edged sword, isn't it? Like, so yeah, so I'm doing the best. So I cope, like, you know, I chant every day when I wake up. I'm in Italian. I'm processing every day. I'm processing in the language. I'm chanting the language, and processing the language is not like the words aren't. The words aren't, because I asked spirit, like, show me what I'm saying in my, you know, translate to me. And the words are like a mumbo jumbo of different Italian words coming together, but they're not in straight line. So it's not like this is a boy, you know, or I'm eating an apple. Like, it's not like this. It's like an apple, a shoe, house, come here, stars, be together, some that. That's what I'm doing when I'm chanting. and I'm making sense of them, but for some reason it calms me down and it puts everything in perspective, and I become, you know, normal, and things make sense in that chaos. Things make sense. But in order for me to use this energy and to connect with people, I have to go and study the language and put that chaos and bring it into order in everyday life. So that's what I'm basically doing. Is I get up in the morning and I read my Zohar. I meditate for a little bit. I let go of religion, so I am basically a witch fully. I'm practicing. I call myself an eclectic witch. So I pick from different things that have been Christianity, Kabbalah, Islam. I was Muslim for like 7 years, so I've picked up some things there, and I still read the Torah, I still read the Quran, I still read the Bible, and I use all of that, and I add it with my Wiccan studies and things like that, and I create, you know, what works for me. And I'm really dedicating and doing my very best in trying to be, you know, the best witch that I can be, because that world calms me down for sure. Being a witch calms me down for sure. It explains, you know, also the reasons why I am the way that I am, and the intuitive things that are happening to me. It explains a lot, you know, me being a witch and stuff, and then me being possibly on the spectrum. I'm gonna say on the spectrum. It's hard for me to say it because I'm not diagnosed, so I don't want to say, you know, like, oh, I'm on the spectrum, but it is very highly that I'm on the spectrum, but it's something I don't want to talk about because that's another thing I'm going to get shunned of, you know what I mean? Like, and so people are going to be like, oh my god, well, we don't want to talk to this person because they are probably autistic. But it shows up in so many different ways, and that child comes out, that primal energy comes out in so many different ways, and people just be looking at me like, okay, all right, this is different, this is a different scenario. So I just have to believe it for myself, so accept this the spectrum part of me, and I accept the widget part of me, and then, you know, study. Like, I get up and I do my meditations, and then I have to study. I have to study French, I have to study Italian, and I have to have a different skill. I have to learn skills, and yeah, and then try to be in the world. I go out in nature. I like to go out in the park, and I like to like hang out in the park because I get like a lot of like downloads and a lot of clearing when I go to the park. So I do that a lot. I like going to the library, which is so much fun and it's so much heavenly. It's one of my favorite things to do, is just go to the library and just sit there and just read a book and just create a moment. Like, that's one of my favorite things. I like coffee shops, and I like to go out to eat. So like well, yeah, eating is like, it's like I'm just obsessed with certain situations and environments of eating. Like, I love diners, and so yeah, so there are different little things that, you know, I do in order to like cope, in order to like understand, and in order to like to get myself out of this rut and out of like feeling sorry for myself, and, you know, and not worry so much that I'm being shunned, yeah, out of the world, and I'm like completely unique from the world, and you know, the languages are definitely saving me. You know, I cannot move without them. That's the reason why I have to, you know, study, and I have to talk about them, and I have to chant into them and stuff like that. And so it's becoming more like, you know, late at night, so I'm kind of like reverting a little bit, but like, yeah, so like maybe talking about this is like gotten my energy to like feel, because I woke up this morning and it was just very heavy. My heart was very heavy. I couldn't go to English Road. I was just like, I'm not naturally going in there because I'm just pissed off and angry, but and I'm very emotional. But I've been talking for like hours now, so like I think it's starting to feel like okay, so it's just coming, I'm starting to come out, like I'm starting to feel okay to just be like in my English world again, because it's getting like stronger, because I was like, oh my god, I'm just gonna stay in Italiano because I cannot deal with the pain inside in my heart. It's like, but it's just right there, like I cannot do it, you know what I mean? So like it's like, it's very I don't know, like it's very, it's becoming a little bit healed, and I think I needed to talk about it. So this is like a good thing. So this is also a good thing. I don't film on YouTube, but I do film in at home on my camera a lot. I just film and film and film and film, and I watch myself back all throughout the year. So I'm not putting it on YouTube, but I do film a lot, so that is also other way to cope. I'm trying to get all this done. So I'm trying to find like the moment of like, let's go. Okay, so like, yeah, so like I'm trying to find that coping mechanism, and like, you know, what would heal me, what would make me feel good, and what would make me feel human and make me feel grounded here on earth. And I think like I'm slowly finding it again. Like, my obsession is how humans talk with each other and how they articulate their words, and how like people like literally just speak and say things, and everything just comes out so perfectly. Like, how you do that? Like, I'm doing it now because I've been working so hard on it. And the other thing that I say is, like, when I chant in Italian, it activates the Welsh world, and the Welsh world clears the mumble stumble that happens when I'm speaking in the Welsh world. And then when I chant in France, it activates the Austray, and the Austray becomes a lot more clear. And so the inner child, the heart girl, when I chant in these two languages, becomes stronger, gets healed, and slowly starts to, you know, come out like a flower. It wants to play, it wants to see something, it wants to see the world. But in order to see the world, I gotta learn Italian and French, because I'll observe the world better that way. So that is my story about awakening with languages, and then awakening and finding out you're on the spectrum, and then awakening, you know, and finding out that you are completely illiterate to the languages that are in your brain, and you have to study at a very old age, and there is no way around it. There is no life without it. I will be sad even if I speak English. English is the past life, and it's helping me while I am figuring out this life, but it doesn't take me all the way. It's just the journey. Like I don't want to say it's the journey, it's just the medium maybe to like not help me navigate while I'm still you know, because with the English world I'm just in a zone, you know. I just want to be pampered, I just want to be given to. I don't want to go do labor, you know, but I'm here to learn to do labor for myself. I have to learn to go and get a job and get to do it. So I work, and you know, I have to learn, you know, tourist things, how to be practical, how to be, you know, how to have, you know, things that last longer, you know, stability. Like I need to know stability, you know, so I have to be stable. I can't just go like, because in the English world that's all I do is I just fly. Like I just want to just dream every single day. You cannot tell me nothing, but I have to pay the bills. So Italian and French, they help me. That's the north. And so that's my story, and I feel like really happy, honestly. Like I'm just gonna speak in my English world a little bit in the next video, so that my English world can kind of shine, because it's definitely coming out. Because it wasn't coming out, I was stuck in French and Italiano because I was like running. I was like, fucking hell, but how am I gonna heal this? But like I'm healing a little bit, so I'm gonna go back into like my English world. I'm gonna do an English video, which I'm already doing now, but like I just want to start speaking and starting that for like 2 minutes. Alright, so hopefully you loved these videos. Like and subscribe if you like. It's okay if you don't. I don't know. I don't know where this channel is going, but thank you guys for staying around, who have stayed. But you know, I don't know, you know, I'm just going one day at a time. So hopefully, like, yeah, I will get it. I'll figure it out as I go. Okay, ciao.